but they are going to suck on some meat. Hello! How's everybody doing? This is some nice lighting here. Oh, this guy beside me thinks I'm so full of myself, which he's right. Some days. And today, I don't know yet. I just got off of work, because I always get off of work and think of you. Do you just feel so special or what? Yeah, today was a grand old day. Ah! See, this is what I'm talking about, people. If all y'all chillins really knew the struggle of a YouTuber. Ah! I'll talk to you later. You're not deserve my love. Okay, so I'll set you in my bag. Yay! And you'll be flopping all over the place like you always are. But hey, what's new? This is just how we do things. Ooh, the bass! I love bass. That is something I will never get tired of in my life is music. Oh yes, give me that bass. Blast your eardrums so I don't have to. So this might be a dark vlog, I'm not sure yet. Sometimes whenever I don't directly look at you, my camera does all kinds of craziness, and golly, there is some intense zooming back there. Is that even necessary? I don't think so. You know how I am with people that rev up their cars. If you don't know, super duper annoying. Like, why do you have to be the loudest car in the universe just to show that you are in a car? You know what I mean? So, how's everybody doing? Did I ask that yet? Today was a lovely, slow day, which I'm kind of not mad about it because some days you just don't really want to deal with, you know, people. So I didn't. And now, oh, I went to HEB, the Heber, you know, my friendly neighborhood HEB, and that was lovely. I always start in the produce aisle, you know, get all my apples, bananas, papayas, and all that good funny jazz. And then I move on to the cold cashew milk area, and then I'm usually done grocery shopping at that point, and when everybody and their dog decides to cash out, that's when I choose to cash out, you know, because you love to wait in line for another year that you've already been in the store. So I forgot some produce that I had been really into these days, which is celery. I don't know why celery is so good to me these days. Celery, cabbage, and green onions, kale, cilantro. Oh, you gotta add the carrots too. I don't know. I've been wrapping them in this nori seaweed. Doesn't it look so delicious? Mwah. Cooking at its finest, to say the least, because I didn't have to do anything except buy all that, chop it up, and put it in my seaweed. You know, it's better than sushi rolls. Actually, even whenever I wasn't vegan, I didn't really like sushi rolls. Now, I used to love sushi, and like I always say, you know, this veganism journey that I'm on, which I've been on for quite some time, I don't know, I'm gonna have to date back and see, because it has to be at least 10 years, at least. I know I was pescatarian for a long time, and then I went vegetarian. Well, no, first I started to be vegetarian, and I think I ate fish too. And then, I don't know what that's called. I know there's all technological terms, and I just know the pescatarian, the vegetarian, and vegan. I basically dabbled into all that first, and after being like vegetarian for a while, eating plant-based and, you know, some cheeses, dairies, and such here and there, and just avoiding meats for sure, I did that for a while and realized that cheeses and dairies are a huge trigger for migraines, so I just eliminated all that, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna be vegan. And like I said, I was pescatarian for a while. I don't know which happened first, second, or third, but it all happened. And where was I going with this conversation? I just inhaled some intense ammonia. Not before this vlog, just now. I mean, no, I'm not driving it and fumigating myself out, but I smell like, I don't know, something is like in the air, and I get whiffs of something strong. Can you like die in your car from like fumes or something? Like, you know how people kill themselves in their car, like, and do something with the exhausts or something? Like, it smells very exhausty. Or am I just exhausted? I don't know. I can never tell the difference. There is a guy with big old bright lights. That is not necessary, sir. Nope, that is not. And then I take my sunglasses off. He turned, if you're wondering. Oh, and now there's flashing lights. Police lights. I need to do this. Whoa. See, I don't know if I have some kind of neurological something, and I've never gotten it checked. I've gotten my eyes checked, and they apparently say my eyes are perfect, but I beg to differ because they are not. I would turn the camera around, but I might go to jail. I don't know. Is that really like a bad thing to do? There was a wreck. Oh no. Yeah, all kinds of flashy lights and such. It has triggered many times a migraine, and so I am terrified of lights, aka photophobia. It's a real thing, and it's not that I'm like just thinking that lights are going to trigger it. Like, it triggers it, and or my eyes won't go back to normal after flashy light situation happens. It's like I can still see it, and it makes the aura vision, and I don't even want to talk about it because it literally freaks me out. Like, I'm getting chills thinking about it. So let's change topics. Back to my fish scenarios. Why I'm still on this topic is because I would not be opposed to eating fish, maybe at some point in time. Because who knows how long I'm going to be on this veganism journey. Like, if my body wants something, I'm going to give it to him. Him? Her? I'm going to give it to it. I'm going to give it to him. Me? So, I, used to love sushi, is my point. That was a long, rambly rumble jumble of air that I could have saved in my body to get to that point. Seafood just kind of grosses me out sometimes, to be honest. Like, you know, it's in the sea and there's all kinds of injectable species and sea watery, and you know, it just creeps me out. And so that's why I gave up seafood. And two, I love the animals, but I mainly do it just because health reasons, migraine reasons, and personally, I don't find a dead animal appetizing. I might later in the future, I don't know, but for now, I'm good on the dead animals, to be honest. I don't know why that conversation went into, oh, sushi rolls. I didn't never really like that rice with the nori nori. I used to like the avocado. Now, like I said, I used to love me some sushi, and to be honest, it kind of does sound pretty good right now. I could easily turn myself off of it for some reason, because you know, it's all flippity floppity and clammy, and you know, you can slap it on a wall and it'd probably get stuck to it. Like, you know, those little, what are those things called? Those little silly putty little hands that kids used to play with. Funny story, when my sister was younger, like baby young, because I'm old enough to be their mother. I was like 15 whenever they were born. I'm not their mother. I mean, they have a mother. I'm their sister, their big sister. But whenever they were younger, my other little brothers, I'm the oldest of 3. So they were all younger than me and highly annoying, and they were flapping around this little flapjack silly putty thing, and we flung it up to the ceiling and it stuck on the ceiling, and when we yanked it down, the little hand, you know, those little gooey, you know what I'm talking about, right? The little gooey hand got stuck up on the ceiling, and we were like laughing at that, and then it fell. We didn't see it fall. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Looking all over the place, and you know, my dad was in the background like, y'all better find it. I don't want that sticky stuff all over the place. Well, he didn't say stuff, you know, he might have said the shat word a time or two. And 2. So we were looking for it. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh no, Dad's gonna be annoyed if it's stuck on the wall somewhere, yada yada yada. And my little sister's like, Tutu. She couldn't say Crystal. She's like, Tutu, Tutu, where'd it go? Tutu. You know, she don't even know what the heck she's looking for. She might have. You know, babies are actually pretty smart. And the funny thing was, it had landed a big old green glob in her hair, and that stuff was pretty sticky. It's silly, but it's also sticky, and it was in her hair, and we're like, oh my gosh. So it took forever to get it out because, you know, we kind of, you know, balded a few of her, and you know, she still has a bald spot to this day. Just kidding. I don't think she does. I'm the one with the bald spots. Which, by the way, I don't know if I'm going to explain it here in this vlog, but I have something that I'm going to share with you, hopefully, depending on if I edit it or not, and or if I want to talk about it. But, ooh, look at my groceries in the background. Do they not look? What is that? What is that? No, it's not a dead cow, people. I'm vegan, remember? You know, I have to advertise that all the time. No, honestly, I'm not really a militant vegan. Like I used to kind of be back in the day towards my family members and such, and or like people that want to get healthy. But like I have learned that people are just going to be people, and people are gonna suck most times. No, not really. They're not gonna suck, but they are going to suck on some meat if they want to. And if they want to, they're just gonna do it. And me giving them bits and pieces of information. Now, I say that, but that could be what's wrong with the world, is if nobody spoke up and nobody, then nobody would know or, you know, be aware. But you know, people get so defensive over stuff, and I tell you, people get very defensive about being vegan. I'm not saying it's the most healthiest. I mean, you can be a vegan, you can be unhealthy, you can be a vegetarian, you can be unhealthy, you can be a meat eater and be healthy. I mean, I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying, me personally, I choose the vegan route because it's the most healthiest for my body, and I find I thrive the most on it. And I just know so much about the meat market and industry. Think of it as a way of like acknowledgement of what you're putting into your body, and or how they treat the animals, what they inject them with, how their living surroundings are, and genetically modified and made to not be chicken. When they inject them with a lot of these steroided injections, you know, they vaccinate them, which, so you're getting double vaccination if you get vaccinated. Let's not talk about that. I don't want everybody to come after me, but I kind of do. They're fluffing them up, making them more fatter. Did you know that there are some chicken legs the size of my head? Like, that's not normal. And I don't know why half of America, and even more than half of America, think that that's good for you. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are sucking on those chicken wings thinking that they are actually benefiting their body because they're on the keto or the Atkins or whatever. Basically, just eat you something healthy every now and then, and more so now than then. Basically just trying to entice you to be healthy. No, maybe I'm just trying to get you to be aware. My family. Not only my YouTube family, but also my actual family. Like, I've always, since I was born, tried to get my family healthy because I want them to live happy, healthy, and I don't want them to have all the fanatical problems that they have, suffer with, and whine about. And I feel like it can all be not cured, but maybe some of them could have been prevented, and or maybe some symptoms won't be as severe if they, one, you know, lose a little bit of weight and or start eating right, eating healthy. Like, losing weight will benefit your body in all ways, shapes, sizes, and forms, no pun intended. But if you're not being healthy through time, it's gonna turn into the same thing. Like, you can lose weight at first, your body's gonna be like, I lost weight, this is amazing, and it's gonna start lowering everything that is so skyrocket high, feeling better and such. But if you're not fueling it right with actual plants, whole earthly foods, then, you know, through time, it just can't be good for you. You know what I mean? Like, you can be the leanest person of the leanest person and look like your physique is on fleek, on point, for all you old people like me. But if you're not feeding it right, if you're just eating all day, I mean, that can't be healthy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just want my family to be healthy and active and fun, and yeah, so I don't know, that's, I guess, why I get kind of preachy, and I don't mean to be. I don't really care to argue it. I just do my side, and I just hope to influence someone in a way that makes them want to at least try to eat more plants, less animals, more health, less junk, you know? So that's just my spew on things. And I'm almost home, and I have to unleash all my beasts in the background. That's the only bad thing about being plant-based. It's very convenient to have just packages of pre-cooked chemicals, dyes, GMOs, sodium, nitrates, preservatives, and instead of having, you know, 10 papayas, a Santa sack full of apples, and big old heads of broccoli that are bigger than my head. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, and I really hope you did something great for your body today. Really, really try to do something great for your body today. I promise you won't forget it. All right? Talk to you later.